Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Planet Coaster. So this week, as it's Halloween, we're doing a bit of a spooky theme and one of my all-time favourite films. I'm sure you've already found out from the video title. It's the bathroom from the Jigsaw films. Well, I should say the Saw films, because there's the new Jigsaw out this year. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of you will get a lot of use from this. It's on the workshop if you want. Please check the description for more information on that. It's not really for guest use or anything. I just wanted a bit of a challenge at trying to build something with much smaller details and smaller pieces, and it is tricky using Planet Coaster. You'll see here, like, I'm using the art shapes just to try and make tiles. We don't even have any tiled flooring in Planet Coaster at the minute, which is something I think would be really good to see. So I'm just making my own here. Ends up racking up the piece count, but just trying to get those small pieces. It can be quite difficult, but I think get a real sense of achievement when you finally make something and it looks good when it's small. So yeah, as you can see, starting off making this tiled floor, and actually it was quite good because all these pieces are separate. I can actually make them look a bit dirty and mix up some of the colours, take out a couple of tiles, as you can see me doing there. There's this wonderful splatter piece as well, which when you turn it a lovely shade of red, it looks like blood, which is perfect for what I was looking for it for. Also, I was trying to work out the size I wanted here. Didn't want it to be oversized. I think I started a little bit too big, so I do cut it down. You'll see every time I want to change the flooring, though, I do have that problem that I have to edit separate tiles, but I worked around it. It was alright. So there you go, there's the lovely blood splatter. Not really sure on my timeline from where this is in the Saw films. I would recommend, if you haven't seen the films, there are a couple of slight spoilers, mainly from just the first film. So go away and watch Saw, because it's an amazing film, and then come back and watch this. So yeah, as I was saying, not sure where this is in the sort of Saw legacy, because there are a couple of bits, like the blood looks quite fresh there, but also there's skeletons of bodies that it says it's been there for a while. So this was a real struggle. I was trying to find mirror, like something to represent the mirror on the wall, the big mirror. Really couldn't find anything. I wanted to use them window pieces because they looked quite faded and looked a lot like the sort of texture of the mirrors, but they just weren't the right. There was too much detail on them, so I just couldn't make that work. Here we're trying to create the sink. Ended up using, I think it's a treasure chest upside down, and one of the most useful pieces in the game there for the taps, and that is the bit that holds up the billboards. I use them a lot when I'm doing these smaller builds. They're really useful. Here you can see I'm using a couple of the spooky pieces. Love this wall. I shove on the nice texture that I've got from the floor, just to make this a nice tiled but broken wall. I'll also say apologies, there's a couple of cuts like that one in this video. All you missed out there is I just put a couple of the showers in at the side with the shower heads. They were the sort of candy cane pieces. Yeah, my video recording kept cutting out, so apologies for that. I'm trying to get the shape here because there's a bit of an unusual shape at the bath where the bathtub's laid into the wall. I think I got it, but it did just leave the outside not looking as nice as it could do. So I go and make the room a little bit bigger than it is in the end. If you download the workshop item, you'll be able to see what I ended up doing with that. Here again, I'm looking for some. I know this is something I've stolen from other YouTubers. The back of some of these windows, I'm trying to find the right ones. Have lovely, just flat but nice textures. Because as great as art shapes are, they're a bit shiny. And yeah, these windows just work perfectly for the sort of other textures but flat colour. So I'm using that here. Tilting them to get the shape of the bath. There's quite a lot of pieces for this bath, but I think it comes out looking really good. Again, just using those billboard pieces for the taps. Again, back to this mirror that I couldn't quite get right. I was thinking maybe use a billboard, maybe shove a texture on there. In the end, I just end up using the art pieces with a wooden frame around it. I think it actually looks better than I thought it would, but I'm still not 100% sold on it. You'll see it in the cinematics at the end. I think it looks pretty good, considering it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I did want to get a bit of texture on there, and it is just sort of a flat colour, but I think it works. Just throwing a load of these pipes around. This was the I think it's a street sign pole or something, but I took off the colours, just make it grey, and you dot that around. Again, trying to find a sci-fi piece that's small enough. I just wanted a little bit of detail in there. Just finding the small pieces was a real struggle for this one. Here we are, putting in a little bit of a light switch, and then we're going to work on the big door, which is quite famous for a lot of scenes. And I really wanted to get the texture. I thought that texture looked good, but for some reason it didn't focus. It was like constantly blurry. This door though actually ends up working out even better, I think, and it was recolorable, the back of it, so you could get that sort of grimy yellow that you get in the films. I think that works really well, and then I just shove a board around it so it's not quite so obvious. I've just used the back of an arched door. So we're nearly through now. Not a lot more to say on this one, I don't think. Again, apologies for the cut at the end. I did lose some of the footage, but you'll be able to see the full thing in the cinematics. So I think I'm going to leave it here for the commentary. If you have enjoyed it, then please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out my workshop, where I've got this and some other sort of geeky-ish builds that I'm sure you'll be able to find uses for in your parks. I know the Planet Coaster community is a real creative bunch, so yeah. Hope you've enjoyed. Again, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, bye.
I think I've heard something. Follow your heart.
Wish I had a chick in there first.
I'm gonna kill your husband now,
The guard doesn't want us to cut through our chains.
What are you doing? No!
He wants us to cut through it.
No! Oh my God! Lord!
Most people are so ungrateful to be alive. But not you. Not anymore. Game over.